Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Friday, May 4th. Barry here with you on beautiful Friday morning here, 7:15 here. And coming up on today's show, we'll be talking about music rules again and how to make an album and how not to make an album. So please do join me for that. And also today I will be talking about how to make a healthy breakfast. And we're going to be doing this show live from Karingai Wildflower Garden on Monavale Road in T-Night. So I will be taking the show off base today. It is a beautiful day, but make the most of the good weather, guys. Enjoy it whilst you can, because here comes the rain again. Another wet weekend coming up. So enjoy the sunny weather whilst it lasts. Because as the saying goes, guys, nothing lasts forever. So enjoy the sunny weather today, but get your rug, your scarves and woolies out, guys, because the cold weather is coming back. So 23 degrees it will be today before the shall move back in over the weekend, unfortunately. So a good weekend for soup. Anyway, I better not babble on too much about today. I better go and have my breakfast and get ready, and I'll talk to you when I am at T-Night. This is Barry Fair with you. The time now is coming up to 7:20 on this Friday morning. Thanks for joining me, waking up with me, and today it will be episode 18. So that's coming up. So episode 18 coming up. Stay tuned. I'm off to have some Uncle Toby's Oats now. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to episode 18 today. I'm Barry Fair here for another edition of the Friday Raps here in the studio at St. Times. Now, firstly, an apology for the cancellation of our Kalingai Chase outing today. So next Friday we'll be definitely doing that for sure. Now, it was only a year ago I did episode 7 on May the 14th. And I will talk about that today also. Now, do you viewers know what I'm holding up? That is hand sanitizer. It's always important to hand sanitize, guys. So let's open the show with that. Oops, make sure it doesn't drip down. And this is how you should sanitize your fingers, guys. Okay, so always sanitize. And also do a COVID test every day, because you don't know what germs are working out there, and with winter about to start, you don't want to get sick.
Very good advice.
Now, joining me in the studio, we have a brand new guest on the show, and it is Vanessa. Welcome to Scene Times. Vanessa, how are you liking it?
I love it. I've just started here this week and it's been great to see you, Barry. It's the second time we've been together, so it's always fun to be part of your YouTubes and to watch your YouTube. So I'm very, very happy to be here.
So, it's a beautiful day today, but make the most of it, guys, because tomorrow it will be overcast and raining again. Well, I will give you the weather update prior to the end of today's show. Now, the importance of rugging up in winter time, well, I'm going to cover that now. Please dress appropriately for winter. Okay, don't just wear shorts and a t-shirt, because you'll have to go to Darwin for that.
True.
Because it's 33 degrees up there, or 35, or whatever the temperature is. So don't just wear shorts and t-shirts. Save that for the warmer months. Now, eating well as well. You've got to eat well. Don't eat too much junk food, etc.
What are your favourite healthy foods?
Well, sandwiches for lunch, a nice warm bowl of porridge for breakfast, and a nice healthy dinner.
Good advice.
So if you know how to eat healthy, please do follow that. Okay, don't fill up on junk food, because that's not the way you're gonna get better. You're gonna make yourself worse. But I'm talking about all this. But the history of the show, okay, I've done about 18 episodes since I've come back here, and that's a real milestone.
Fantastic, well done.
So it was a year ago that I was in Queensland, and sadly I didn't enjoy it. I did and I didn't. Okay, so I won't go too much into that. Okay, so Vanessa, if I can ask you, what inspired you to come to Scene Times? What were you doing before that?
Oh, that's a really interesting question, Barry. My job just before coming to the St. Ives Lifestyle Centre was working in retail, in a shop. And I loved it and I love working with people. But sadly, because of high prices, we weren't getting as many people through the shop. And I wanted to be with people who needed me, and I wanted to actually do lots of interesting things. And what I love about this centre is I meet so many clients and workers, and there's so many things you can do here. What are some of the things that you actually enjoy while you're here at the centre?
Well, like doing YouTube videos and all that, and making the show, talking about the relevant topics, like my music.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm making a music album, or in the process of making a music album.
Fabulous. And you're singing on that album?
I'm singing on that album, yes.
Wonderful.
So, CD lovers or music lovers, you may have seen last week's video where I talked about the do's and don'ts of making that an album, so I will recap that now after I ask Vanessa a few more questions.
Sure.
So why did you decide to leave the current job and come here?
I just thought that this job would just be the job that I would come home at the end of the day and know that I've done something that's important to me and that I've helped other people. And what I've found is that all the staff and clients are so lovely and happy, and everyone enjoys their day, and it's such a nice, warm feeling to come to the Lifestyle Centre here and to meet everyone.
So, did you get an interview before you started this?
I did. There were several interviews, and my role as a disability support practitioner is very complex because there's lots of training, on-the-job training, online training, and there was 3 interviews I had to go through, and I had to also ask some of my previous bosses to give me a recommendation. So Sam was lovely, our lifestyle manager here, and I met her and she welcomed me to the team, and I'm very, very grateful I've had this opportunity.
Well, it's lovely to have you here, and I hope that you're liking it.
I really do. And I love the fact that I've met you, and you've been so helpful from day one. I think I met you on my first day.
And that's what we're all about here, Vanessa. But don't be afraid to ask if you need any help with anything, or you stuck. Just let your colleagues know, because if you stuck, don't second guess.
It's really, really, really good advice, because that's the thing that I was a little bit concerned about taking the role, because I know it's such an important one. But I was assured that everyone would help me and I would not be doing my role by myself.
Because don't turn up without the right tools, or not enough tools in your toolkit to tighten up the nuts and bolts. Because the important thing about being in this job, okay, you must have the right tools and the right attitude for the job.
Absolutely.
Because what's the point of being in a job if you've got the wrong stinking attitude?
And what I love about this job, the attitude that everyone has is helpful and inclusive, and it makes coming to work a joy. So I'm very lucky. I think I landed the job that I really will have for many years and enjoy.
So the important thing is, guys, if you're going for a job, make sure that you have the right attitude, and if you're gonna go for a job interview, okay, make sure you have your reference with you, okay, to prove that you work here or there. Don't just turn up without the tools in the box.
Absolutely.
Because if you haven't got the tools, guys, you ain't in the job. And it's the same when I do my YouTube, guys. If I ain't got the rocks, I ain't on the box.
You got it, and that rhymes pretty well.
So, guys, now it's time to talk about the importance of dressing for winter. Okay, we've already covered the clothing and sanitizer, but make sure before you go outside, look up on the weather forecast what it is going to be like, because if it's going to be cold and wet, forget about it.
You know, Barry, what's a good idea, just looking at what you're wearing, you're layered. So you've got a jacket, zip-up jacket, and a shirt underneath. So the good thing is that if it gets hot, you could take that off. So layering is really important during the cold months, because then you can put an extra layer on, ready to go if it's going to be cold in the afternoon.
And like I've just said before, don't just turn up in thongs, t-shirt and shorts. Fly up to Darwin where you don't have to layer up like a casserole. But that's just my way of putting it, okay? So, guys, really do look after your health, guys. Okay, don't neglect it. Okay, have a beanie with you, a scarf, skivvy, Ugg boots, slippers, winter pajamas, the lot.
Great advice.
Okay, and make sure you have a good electric blanket for your bed too.
I've got to buy one of those, you know. I think that's definitely necessary for winter. It's chilly.
And also, guys, do not have a faulty fire alarm in your home. Make sure they're in working order too, which will close on very shortly. Okay, make sure that your home is warm in the winter. Okay, make sure you've got enough firelighters to light a fire inside the home. You've got good heaters. Make sure.
Very good, because sometimes that is the cause of fires, faulty electrical equipment. And if you don't have the fire alarm that's activated or in working order, you could be in trouble.
And I'm gonna have to take a break there. My battery is running low.
Okay,
So stay tuned.
see you soon.
Welcome back, guys. This is part 2 of the show today, episode 18. Welcome along to you, and it's 8 minutes past 11, wherever you may be watching, and the same time up in Brisbane. Okay, before the break we were talking about having a well-warmed home during winter. Now make sure that you've got a good smoke alarm and fire alarm in your home, because if it goes off, okay, and you've got a faulty smoke detector, and they are called, you have had it, you are screwed. Good morning again, Vanessa. What do you think about this?
Good morning. I think that's really important, and I heard a handy hint about making sure a smoke alarm is in working order by checking it when daylight saving changes. As a reminder, when we do the daylight saving and we stop daylight saving, that we check our alarms, because that's when the weather starts to get a bit colder. I thought that was a good idea.
Because fires in homes, they can be very deadly. So make sure that you've got enough fire equipment, like your fire blanket, have good access tools. Okay, so if you need to go grab it and go, then you know what you're doing. Okay, because not having a fire blanket, guys, it is not the way to go.
They're apparently very good to have in the kitchen, especially with the oil fires. The fire blanket is a really effective tool.
Because I don't want to sound naive, viewers, but we hear about house fires on the news, okay, in the shopping centre fires, you name it, it happens. And that is because people are not checking their smoke alarms regularly, or changing the batteries when daylight saving ends, okay? Because, guys, be fire alert. Know when you are in trouble. And speaking of that fire, organize a fire evacuation drill.
Yeah, everyone needs to know that who lives in the house.
And it's not only in the houses, guys, but it is also in our day option service here. We did one yesterday. Always do a roll call to make sure that everyone is accounted for. Make sure that you listen for the announcement.
And we did very well, didn't we? They were very happy.
We sure did. So guys, listen to the announcement, okay? It is always very important to be prepared and get out of the building as quickly as you can. Do not diddle-daddle or dawdle, because time is precious. So get everyone out of the building as fast as you can. Make sure you've got everything, like your fire safety gear, your roll call order, okay? Make sure that you know where your nearest fire evacuation point is, like ours is just outside, opposite the ambulance station, next to the garbage bins, okay? Make sure that you know where your fire evacuation points are.
Absolutely. And Barry, I understand that one of the problems in the home when it comes to fire is many people love to burn candles in the home.
So no. do not, and we repeat, do not have candles in bedrooms, because if you knock it over, there could be a fire in the bedroom, okay, and the same if you smoke in bed, no,
Yeah,
do not do that.
because people fall asleep. If they leave the candle on, you know, it could cause a disaster.
So guys, anything that is fire, such as kerosene lamps, bang, that is a disaster waiting to happen, okay, because in Melbourne the other day, there was a massive house fire, okay? We don't want to hear about them, but unfortunately, guys, it is what it is with the news. Okay, we hear about these a lot every day. Okay, and sometimes, you know, some fires are deliberately lit,
How sad.
and how sad. Now, just going back to 2007, guys, where our head office at Allambie Heights was burned down, okay, and
Really?
it really was a heartbreaking time just before Christmas as well. So guys, you know, some people have a grudge on someone because things haven't gone their way, or they've said something and they think, I'm going to burn the place down, and sadly that's what happens. But with the C.P.A. fire at Allambie Heights, okay, it was asbestos. So $10 million worth of damage. It was a mess. So guys, please be ready for anything like, don't leave it until it's too late. Vanessa, what do you think?
Absolutely. I think your message is all about making sure that everyone's very well and safe, because we want to have, you know, the opportunity to have the next day and enjoy our lives. We don't want to be injured or die when we could avoid these things by just taking some safety precautions and following instructions.
And also, guys, okay, have a fire extinguisher in your home, so if there's a small fire, put that out. But if it's a massive fire, guys, get the fire brigade. Call 000. Tell the fire brigade where the fire is, how it started. So if the fire happens in the kitchen, on the stove, just get your fire blanket, okay? And just make sure you get the fire extinguisher out. Make sure that it's got enough water in there to douse some flames, okay? And also, do not leave any kerosene lamps around. Here's Vanessa now.
Here I am again. Yes, very, very true, because just simple things, inexpensive items like a fire blanket could save your home.
And even have a fire extinguisher in your car too,
Yeah,
in case there's a fire in the car. And do not let children near the matches,
No, they're not toys.
So keep the matches out of the reach of children, guys, because, guys, you only have the one life. Here's Vanessa now.
I'm back. So you've covered a lot today, Barry. I think that's been really fantastic.
Well, we might end the show there. And Vanessa, thanks so much for coming on the show today. And the message I'm going to close the show with today is, please, save 000 for emergencies. 000 is only there to save the lives of myself and everyone here at our day option service. But if you need any of those free services like police, fire or ambulance, ask. But don't prank call them for stupid, idiotic,
Pizzas and things you told me about. Yeah.
because the police, the staff at the call centers will make a note of that, track down your number, and the police will be sent around the house or work site, because 000 is not a number to be buggered around with.
It's there to save a life, isn't it?
Like myself or my outsider here. So if you caught ringing 000 for the wrong reason, that is it. Okay, you could be potentially putting someone at risk, like myself. And Vanessa, have you got anything to say on this?
I think what you've talked about today is so important. It's a great reminder. This is the time of year when we need to think about fire safety, particularly. And I also think it's an important message that we need to respect our police and our firefighters and get them to do the jobs they need to do and not take their time up with silly things that are going to distract them from saving lives.
Because the wrong call that you make to 000, guys, it could cost someone a life. Here's Vanessa now to close the show with that.
Thank you, everyone. It's been lovely to spend some time with Barry today so he can give you these important messages. So take notice of what he has told you. And I'm so pleased that everyone's listened in today. And hope to see you again.
And tuned in. So this has been episode 18 today. Episode 19 coming up very soon. And just to close the show, I'm just tied up my sanitizer again. So make sure that you sanitize well, guys. And
That keeps us healthy too, doesn't it?
And remember, if you're sick, don't come in. If you've got COVID, don't come in. So on that note, guys, that's it. See you next time.
See you. Have a great weekend, everyone.
And enjoy the sunshine. So take care. Bye for now. Barry Fair reporting. Bye-bye. Good afternoon, everybody. Well, it's come to the end of the working week. And Barry Fair with you, just for a quick wrap-up of episode 18 here. I hope that you enjoy episode 18 when I put it up on YouTube for you. And just a reminder, if you haven't got your COVID jabs yet, please do go and get them. And the same with the flu shots, okay, please do go and get them, okay, if you have not got them yet, please, 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 do go and get them. The sooner you get the flu shot, guys, the better. And the same with the COVID vaccinations. Well, that's all from me for this week on the show, and that's all from episode 18 of the New South Wales shows. Join me next week for another fantastic week on the show, and I hope that you all have a good weekend. And for those not well or that have got COVID, please recover, get well, and if you've got COVID, guys, please do isolate. I know it is frustrating and annoying, but guys, it's for your own health and for your own good. So, from me now, this is Barry Fair wishing you a safe and happy weekend. But from me now, have a great weekend, and I will catch you next time around for another great episode on my New South Wales shows. And the next time it will be episode 19. So I do look forward to your company then. But in the meantime, guys, you have an excellent weekend, and I will talk to you next week. See you next time round for another great episode. And just a reminder about 000, please do not ring 000 unless you have a life-threatening emergency. And I hope you've enjoyed the sunny weather today, because tomorrow it will be raining, and the same on Sunday too. So on that note, guys, time for me to go now. I'm Barry Fair. Thanks for your company today on episode 18. I hope you've had a great stay with me today, and I hope you all have a good weekend. See you next week, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.